became a national sensation as the world's chillest man.
Sometimes you just have to stand up to punks like that.
Tony Tovar just nonchalantly sat there, lighting up his cigarette as his favorite neighborhood bar was robbed. So this is your bar, this is your home bar, and you weren't going to let anybody push you around in there?
That's absolutely correct.
Tovar looked cool as a cucumber as the other patrons at Bierman's Bar in St. Louis followed the robber's orders and hit the deck. He puts the barrel of that gun into your rib cage. What's going through your mind?
He was reaching for my phone at the same time, so what was going for my mind is, no, this is not going to happen.
The bar's surveillance video shows the 57-year-old master mechanic grabbing his phone back after the bad guy tries to take it. The surveillance video is silent. Now, Tovar is revealing what words were exchanged during his scary encounter.
He actually asked me, I need the money out of your wallet. I just said, I got $2 in my wallet and that's for my next beer. I actually told him, hey, since you're back there, get me a beer. He looked at me and says, no, get your own beer.
After taking money from other patrons, the robber forced the bartender to open the cash register. He took all the money, $200 in total. All the while, Tovar just sits there taking it all in. His advice for anyone else who finds themselves in a similar situation, don't do what he did.
If you don't want to get hurt and you're not sure, comply.
It was a daring rescue that had everyone holding their breath. 2 children were dropped from the window of an apartment building to save them from a fire. People on the ground gathered to catch them. The incident happened in Grenoble, France. The 2 children were 3 and 10 years old. Reports say the children were taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation, but are doing well. They were unharmed by the fall from the window. But 2 people who helped catch them were injured. Those Good Samaritans are suspected to have fractured forearms and were also taken to the hospital. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. But these children were able to make it out safely thanks to a community that pulled together.
Heart-stopping video of a little boy and his mother who ended up in an alligator pit surrounded by dozens of hungry gators. And you won't believe when you hear why they went in.
This little boy is in serious danger after hopping into an alligator pit.
I can't get out! I don't know how!
He wanders around as dozens of gators swim just a few feet away. Other kids watch in horror.
Don't do that! You'll get eaten!
The wild scene happened at a wildlife park outside Minneapolis. So why did the boy enter the gator enclosure? He was reportedly following his mom in after she went to retrieve her pink clutch purse from the water. It's not clear how it ended up there. You can see the unidentified woman using a stick to poke the gators away. When that doesn't work, she makes her way to the other side and throws rocks to divert the beasts.
They're swimming away so she can grab her wallet.
The woman is able to scoop up her soaking wet purse and then quickly hightails it out of there with her son. Talk about a close call.
Don't do that! You'll get eaten!
Wow, so lucky nobody was hurt. By the way, the wildlife park says they didn't even know about the incident until this video surfaced.
People in Nepal could only watch in horror as a man on a motorcycle got swept away in floodwaters. While some witnesses tried to grab him before he went over the steep drop, they couldn't get to him in time. Then it was a race to get him out of the water before he got completely swept away. One Good Samaritan braved the raging river to go in and grab the man, who didn't quite want to leave his bike behind. Helpers did recover the motorcycle by tying a rope around it and hauling it onto land. The country experiences the effects of monsoon season every year starting in June. This year's floods have destroyed homes, roads and bridges, and wiped out farmland. The flooding has already killed 134 people, and this wet season is expected to last until at least September. A 16-year-old soccer player in Russia is lucky to be alive after being struck by lightning. It happened during a warm-up with his team. A surveillance camera caught the moment Ivan Zaborowski was hit. After the flash of light, Ivan can be seen lying on the pitch, not moving. Coach Anton Basov ran over to him and found a burn mark on the front of his jersey. The coach performed first aid, and then Ivan was taken to a hospital. He was placed in a medically induced coma. Now, 3 weeks later, Ivan is back on the field. He shows off the burn scar on his neck. It came from where he was wearing a chain. Ivan says he doesn't remember anything from that fateful day. He had trouble breathing during his recovery, but says he's getting better every day. And Ivan's brush with death isn't slowing down his athletic career much. He just signed a contract with his club's senior team. Ivan's future, says his coach, is bright.